Open education as a threshold concept in teacher education, a theoretical framework for further research. These are Victoria Marín from University of Oldenburg and Gemma Tur from the University of the Balearic Islands. We are introducing this very short video on behalf of a very exciting and international team, because this is the story of an open call for help within the OER18 Conference. Open ideas become much better. We made a proposal, and these colleagues from the OER18 Conference made the idea bigger and better. So the discussion among us started. What is the true threshold concept? When does it become a threshold concept? The virtual discussion among all of us allowed us to open the treasure. We had suggested openness as the threshold concept, but truly the discussion led us to think that we were currently referring to open education in particular. We had suggested that the threshold concept was applied to teacher education, but actually, when does it become a threshold concept? Could it happen later? So we moved to the concept of professional teacher development. A threshold concept can be considered as akin to a portal, opening up a new and previously inaccessible way of thinking about something. It represents a transformed way of understanding or interpreting or viewing something without which the learner cannot progress. As a consequence of comprehending a threshold concept, there may thus be a transformed internal view of subject matter, subject landscape, or even worldview.
Threshold concepts have been explored in many disciplines and may have a key role for the transformation of the student's learning experience. Since open education has implications for innovation and change, we suggest exploring it as a threshold concept. There are 5 main attributes defined originally by Meyer and Len, 2003. First, transformative. Is open education transformative for student teachers and teachers involved in open educational practices? Troublesome. What difficulties do they face when being involved in open educational practices? Irreversible. How do a student's teachers' perceptions change when being involved in open educational practices? And how do these changes impact visions of their own future professional careers? Liminality. How can the progressive change towards the open movement be scaffolded? And how can feedback help in the construction of authentic open educational practices? Discursive. What kind of narrative do students, teachers, and teachers involved in open educational practices develop? Does it reflect authentic construction of the open movement understanding? And 3 more have also been listed, stemming from comments made by the authors: integrative, bounded, reconstitutive. This is the theoretical framework for future research about open education as a threshold concept. More research is needed to obtain data that would throw light on how to address each particular attribute. Do you have any suggestion for us? How should we start? And what is even more exciting is that it has been an open call within the OER18 Conference to those interested in going further in this line of research. Here it is our team. Thank you very much for the attention, and 2 members of this team, Helen Cramp and Leo Heifman, will now lead the discussion.